Pause for change after a boy seriously injured a girl during a field hockey game in Massachusetts, a state that allows boys to play on girls' teams if their school does not offer it, and vice versa. And in New Jersey, a school district there has partnered with a controversial education nonprofit to teach about gender and sexuality. And joining us this morning to discuss is Parents Defending Education Director of Outreach, Erika Sanzi. Good morning.
Hi, Jan.
So last week, a female field hockey player in Massachusetts was hospitalized in very serious condition during a playoff game. Can you tell us what happened?
Yep. So it was a playoff game between two Massachusetts towns, one of which has a male who plays on the team. I believe he's also a captain, and I'm also pretty sure he's kind of a leading goal scorer. He took what is called, I think, a corner shot. So it's some sort of where he just, takes a shot, like a penalty type situation. And the ball hit this young girl in the face, causing severe facial injury and also the loss of teeth. If anybody who saw the clip, you could hear that not just the screams from the girl that was hit, but screams from her teammates because what they had witnessed was so horrific. And again, this is just back to that same argument we're having where you feel like you're taking crazy pills. This is a post-pubescent man with sideburns and very long arms and legs whose speed and strength is just completely different than the girls on the field, and he puts them at risk. And the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association allows for boys to play girls field hockey because they say there is no field hockey for boys, therefore we have to let them play with the girls. And of course, all of us can sort of understand the logic, but then we also know that that's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, the field hockey captain, to your point, wrote a letter to the MIAA where she said, quote, "The severity of this incident highlights concerns and potential threats to the safety of the other players," adding, "The difference in the anatomy of males and females solely shows the risk involved in allowing biological males to participate in female sports." Now, in response, the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association, again, the MIAA, responded by saying that it stands by the Equal Rights Amendment, saying, quote, "Student safety has not been a successful defense to excluding students of one gender from participating on teams of the opposite gender. So how can they justify student safety not being the #1 priority?" What's your response to this?
I mean, I find it ludicrous. I find it sad. I mean, based on that same argument, we would also be calling up women and girls for the draft. There are times where girls are included and boys are excluded, and field hockey is one of those things. Now, if people want to suddenly make field hockey a boys' sport, fine, do that. If they want to find a way to take all the boys that want to play field hockey who live in the same geographic region and create a team, they can do that. But the idea that it makes any sense at all, because putting aside the safety issue, which obviously played out last week when this girl got hurt, there's just a ridiculously unfair advantage for the team that has the males playing for them. And that's why this kid scores so many goals and wins all these accolades and, leads the team to these victories. So the safety issue, I think, is #1, but there's a huge fairness issue here as well that people don't seem to be talking about.
Yeah. There's definitely a little bit of an athletic edge there, it seems like. All right, Erika Sanzi, always great talking to you. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us.
Great to see you, Jan. Thanks.
You too.